Hi, welcome to part one of this compositing tutorial. To start off with, we're going to make a selection of the sky and then replace it with this sky. Once we've done that, we will then cut this ice cream out and place it onto the new image, which will be this image with the new sky, if that makes sense to you. Okay, to start off, we duplicate our layer, which is good practice. Uncheck the visibility of the background layer. Now, I'm going to use various selection tools here. The first one I'm going to use is the Magic Wand tool. Select the Magic Wand tool, and you've got your little boxes at the top left there in your toolbar. Click on the one named Add to Selection. Use a tolerance of, say, 15 to 20, and then click anywhere in the sky, and you'll see that it's not selected all of the sky because of the colour range. My tolerance is only 13, but it's enough to select a fair selection. Now, because I've selected this second box on the right, it's given me a plus sign on my Magic Wand. So if I want, all I've got to do now to add to this selection, which are these marching ants, is just click on other parts that aren't selected, and it adds to the selection, obviously, until eventually you've got a pretty decent selection. It doesn't usually work out that way with the Magic Wand, but with this one, it's not a bad selection. And notice that here, at the bottom there, it selected the two bolts. What I'm going to do is use the marquee selection tool and then use the subtract box, which is the third one along, and this will delete these two selections here. So to use the marquee selection tool, a left click, just position it below the marching ants, left click and hold the mouse down and drag over the pixels or the marching ants that I want to deselect, and you'll notice that it's deselected them. I'll use it for this one as well there, and there it's deselected down. Okay, now we've got that selection in place. I'm going to select my Move tool. Now we've got that selection in place, I'm going to save it. So it's Select, Save Selection, and in the Save Selection box, just type a new name. I'm just going to put Sky. Name it Sky, hit the Enter key. That has saved that selection to the memory. So I can now go to Select and Deselect. I'm now going to open the new sky and select an area just above the crane. I want to use some of this red horizon and place it into the other picture. So I'm going to use again the rectangular marquee tool. Left click just outside the photo or the image and drag. Keep the mouse button held down until I've got the area that I require selected or surrounded with the marching ants, and let go of the mouse button, and there you'll see that you've got the selection in place. All you need to do now is go to Edit, Copy. I can now close this picture down because it's saved that selection to the clipboard, to the memory of my machine. So I'll close that down. Now, to paste this new sky into the selection that we had before, that we made earlier, we go to Select, Load Selection, click on the Channels drop down button, and then select the layer or the channel that we named Sky. That is that selection that we named Sky earlier. Click OK, and your marching ants appear back. To paste the new sky into there, we just go to Edit, Paste Special, and or if you haven't got paste special, paste into. Once you've pasted that into your image, you'll notice that it comes in the layers palette on its own layer with a layer mask. That is the layer mask on the right. Keep the image icon selected. So now what I'm going to do is resize this image. So I'll show the transform control group handles. Go down to the bottom nodule, left click on the mouse button and keep it held down, drag upwards. I've just got it round about just over there. And do the same with the two sides, left click and hold the mouse button down, and drag it out beyond the image boundaries. We'll do the same at the top. Hit the enter key on the keyboard, and there is my new sky in place, and I'm going to now rename that layer New Sky. Double click on the layer, in the space on the right of the layer, and type new Sky. Hit the enter key, and that is renamed. Now the next step will be to adjust this sky, and I'm going to use an adjustment layer to do that. So we'll do that in part 2 of the tutorial. Thank you for watching this one, and ensure that you watch the rest of the tutorials to come.